Well, it's because we've just met up with some friends who have fast passes. They have annual passes, so they have fast pass for all rides. So, which is something we are investing in next year, because when you come more than twice per year, or if you come at least twice a year, which we do, then an annual pass is well worth it, and you get so many discounts and benefits for it. But we just linked up with our friends who have annual passes, so I'm skipping all the queues right now.
Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, so if you're following me from yesterday's video, Mike is not naked anymore. I know exactly what that looked like. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. I watched it back and I was like, oh, someone's going to point this one out. Anyway, Mike now has his clothes back on and we can resume.
And we're actually linking up with some friends who have annual passes for here.
I'm not surprised that the INGHAM family would actually do this because I despair with a lot of things that they have ever done on their channel. This is about Disney passes and the fact that it is pretty much confirmed at this point that they did in fact use their friends' disability passes to be able to get into get into the fast lanes at Disneyland Paris. I've never been to Disneyland Paris, never been to Disneyland in Florida. I'm poor, I can't afford it. I would love to go, but yeah, anyway, beyond the point. What are you doing? What are you doing? And not only that, but Chris is firmly backing the fact that this is an annual pass. Their friends had annual passes, therefore they were able to get fast passes, and many people are pointing out that Disneyland Paris doesn't offer fast passes on annual passes. And I actually double checked this because once again, I'm poor, I can't go. I actually double checked this on the website. People do have a point. Chris is out here arguing with everyone, calling people plebs, calling people all sorts of names, calling us stupid. People who are their IFAM, their number one fans, are telling them hey, where can I go and get this annual pass that allows fast passes, because I can't find it because they don't exist. And he's having a go. People are saying, why are you using the disability entrance? And anyway, I'll read out some of these comments because they are golden, because when Chris gets angry, he gets fuming at just about everyone. Now, a little backstory as to why I personally don't like them and a lot of people don't. Not only do they use their kids as absolute cash cows, it came out that he was basically trying to allegedly, this girl basically came out, and I'm pretty sure another one did as well, a few years ago, basically came out and said that Chris was trying to meet up with them at Disney, and text messages were shown, and let me tell you, they were not. How they have managed to carry on as if nothing has happened is mind-boggling. If you ever don't know anything about that, which I'm assuming a lot of you guys do, if you don't, literally just type in Chris Ingham whatever, it'll come up and you'll be flabbergasted as to how and why they are still going. Completely shameful. Anyway, so I've got zero time for them. I've got no time. I used to cover them quite a bit, so I have quite a few videos lingering around. But what I did want to say is that their latest adventure is basically using their friends' disability passes to be able to get, onto rides quickly at Disneyland Paris. And some may say, well, Amy, how do you know they were disability? Well, the thing is that people have pointed out the fact that they were A, using the disability entrance, and B, I was sent a link to Tattle, which I have checked every now and again with the INGHAM family because they are super sleuths over there. They had basically managed to find, and I won't be sharing it here because they're not public figures, but they had managed to find the friends that were basically fans of the INGHAM family, and both of which had that little flower, sunflower lanyard things, which is basically to signal that you have some form of a disability, or it could be a disability that you can't necessarily see. I reckon that they were using their friends' disability passes, which by the way is a major no-no. You're not supposed to do that. Apparently Disneyland Paris and Disneyland in general, Disneyland Florida and Disneyland Paris have both had major issues with people using other people's disability passes to be able to get fast passes to be able to get in and out. Anyway, it's not good and you shouldn't be doing it. And the fact that they basically met up with their friends that were basically fans of theirs in order to be able to get like fast tracked in the queue. I don't care what he has to say, all right? I had a little look on the Disneyland Paris thing because he kept on banging on and on and on in like 2 different videos about get an annual pass, guys, get an annual pass. We're going to get an annual pass because you get fast passes, and it's simply not true.
I know I touched on this briefly yesterday, but after speaking to our friends basically about annual passes and stuff, I think we're definitely going to get some for next year. If you come more than once, basically, then you've made your money back and it's worth it. And you get things like you get fast passes, you get discounts in all the shops and restaurants. Yeah, it turns out to you get.
Like, it's literally not true. I had a little look on the website and it tells you all the perks. In no way in any of that does it say you get a fast pass. None of that. It doesn't say. You've got to buy fast passes separately. You can buy fast passes for the day, but you have to pay extra money. Anyway, like I say, I'm not speaking from experience. However, I have done quite a lot of reading and I can read. In a nutshell, they literally offer like, I think it's like 4 or 5 different tiers, and none of those have fast passes. Apparently they were scrapped a little while ago. You've just got to buy them separately. They do have something called Premier Access, but it says it's linked to a specific part ticket and can only be used by that ticket holder. But then if you have a priority card, which is like a disability card, it said you can be accompanied up to like 4 different people, etc, etc. So, do you know what I mean? Anyway, so him saying, oh, let's get an annual pass so that you can like fast pass it, isn't telling the truth. So people were saying, are you abusing the disability passes? And someone else said, can I ask what annual passes did your friends have? I can't find one where you get unlimited fast passes. I'd be really interested in these also. Now, Chris Ingham replied to this. They have also been mass deleting comments. In reply to Kitty, who said, are you abusing the disability passes? He said, abusing disability passes? What? No. Our friends have fast passes and we've been tagging along with them, which you are completely and legitimately allowed to do here at Disneyland. There's no wider conspiracy other than that. Sorry to disappoint. Someone else said, why did you enter Big Thunder Mountain through the step-free disability entrance then? If you are going to use someone's priority pass, be truthful about it. You don't get fast passes with an annual pass, you need to buy them individually. They're called Premier Access and you'd enter through the Premier Access queue, not straight through the exit, which is a very good point. I mean, there's no point in me dissecting all these different queues because I have not personally ever gone there. But this is what people are saying who go to Disney. There are people that go to Disney and there's people that go to Disney, and I've never been, so I'm in neither one of those camps. Someone else said the Premier Access, aka fast passes, are €160 per person during high season for the day. That is for one person. Annual passes do not include fast passes and never have done. Sorry, but there are some people who go to Disney more than you. You should really brush up on your Disney knowledge before attempting to lie about something you don't know. See what I mean? Okay, are we ready for the Chris Ingham all the complete and utter plebs making assumptions about disabled passes or whether or not we had someone disabled in our party? I'm just going to let you know that once again I have been and I have seen Tattoo, and I'm not going to show it here, but they did in fact have the sunflower lanyards on, so one can assume that they do have a disability in one form or the next. Nothing the matter with that, but there is something the matter with obviously Chris Ingham meeting up with them and then exploiting the fact that they have disability passes to use it. I'm sorry, there's just too many consistencies. If I hadn't have seen the picture of the people that they were meeting and actually realised, and then if I hadn't have gone and checked the annual passes, I might have been a bit like, well, they have a baby, maybe they were trying to make it easier. There's just too many weird inconsistencies. Number 1, our friends have fast passes. We were tagging along, which you are completely and legitimately allowed to do. No rule breaking or abusing any system going on here. Sorry to disappoint. 2, why do people make comments about the people we have with us like no one disabled was with them? I'm not saying anyone was, but how the heck would anyone know who was with us or who had what unless you were here with us? Shut up making dumb assumptions based on nothing but your malicious little mouths that really need to be shut up. He is making a lot of fuss for someone who is very clearly in the wrong. I'm not just saying that because I don't like Chris. I mean, I really don't like Chris and I've never met him, but I already can tell based on what I know about him, we would not get along. But But no, he then responded to another comment saying, it's nothing about being truthful. It is absolutely nothing to do with you or anybody else, whether or not someone with us had fast passes because they had a disability. See, this is what I mean. He's like, he knows that those people would have fast passes because of their disability. This is the whole reason why. It is our business because you're putting it online and you're abusing the Disneyland Paris system, which a lot of other people do. And Disneyland Paris, Disneyland Florida, they don't like it. They're trying to crack down on it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is our business. It is everyone's business. You're putting it online. You are not entitled to know anything other than what we want you to know. It makes absolutely no difference either whether we rode with a disabled friend on their pass or we didn't. Yes, it does, because then it means that you're exploiting the system. This is what I mean. Like, in one sense, he's saying, no, like, we were using their pass. And then on the other side of it, he's really leaning on to this, like, even if we did go on there, even if we did, which means that there's truth in that. Do you know what I mean? I can just see straight through this. What we did is A, none of your business, and B, completely and utterly legit. Learn to mind your business and enjoy videos like these for what they are, not for what you assume you're entitled to know. I just want to put it out there, like, who is enjoying these videos? It ain't me. Who is enjoying these videos? I don't know. I can't sit. I had to sit through their videos. I had to sit through them. They're one of the channels, and I'm going to sound like a major B, but I just can't. I've got zero time for people that message minors like that. I can't sit through the videos. I'm surprised they even have a fan base. A lot of them are young children, and I think it's a bit weird. Someone said, can I ask what annual passes did your friends have? I can't find one where you get unlimited fast passes. I'd be really interested in these also. Someone said they can't use them if they aren't disabled. Oh, and someone else said, you can if somebody in your party is disabled. It wouldn't be any fun if only the disabled person is allowed on the ride. And then they then go on to say that, yes, they are disabled. The thing is that they've gone and met up with some people who were their, like, friends when it looks like they're actually fans of theirs, to use their disability passes and to go off and do, like, it looks like they're actually alone when they're doing this. It's just a very icky thing. And, you know, I don't care, like, if I get backlash for this, but I just don't think that them trying to spin it and saying, oh, well, it's an annual pass, guys. They're annual passes. When annual passes don't include fast passes, they think everyone is stupid or just can't read. I just think it's really weird. I think it's really shady behaviour, but hey, I'm not very surprised because, of course, this is Chris Ingham and Sarah Ingham we're talking about, and most of their media presence is just highly skeptical in my own opinion. Okay, so that's pretty much all I wanted to talk to you guys about today. It's a bit rambly, but me and Mike are going to go off and edit and walk the dog. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I'll catch up with you guys in the next video.